saying civil charges against Miss LeClaire were initiated by her elderly victims, not by the church. Any suggestion that the church was involved is false. Instead of accepting responsibility for her actions, Miss LeClaire is peddling fiction. It is shocking.
Hello everyone, your favorite of your mobile device. It's over the head on over to our installed. You're gonna want to do in the Mixer app is you're gonna want to find your stream, your channel. Since you've done that step, our streaming app is open. The first thing you're gonna want to do is make sure that you're logged in. So once you've logged in on your YouTube account that you're going to be streaming on, you're going to want to click on the arrow icon, which is pointing up at the upper right side of the screen. So once you click on that, now you'll come to a screen that says Settings, Stream and Record. So we're going to make sure we select Stream. If you scroll down, there are a couple of quality settings. Select App. So we're going to, at the top will be the title of the, once you've done that, you're going to, so now we're going to hit next again on this screen, and then we're going to hit start now. So once we hit start now, you'll see that you've been taken back to Mixer, and you'll have an icon in the corner of your screen. You'll have an icon in the corner of your screen. Now your camera might have turned on. If you'd like to turn that off, there's a camera icon on the bar. All you have to do is click on that, and that'll turn your camera off. Now for the icon that's there, you're going to want to click on the cog, and when you click on that, you'll see a bar which you can slide. So go ahead and slide that bar all the way down, and then we're going to go ahead and press back. Now all you need to do to stream, hit this button over here which has waves coming out of it. That'll start your stream. And there you go. That's how you can stream from your Xbox One onto YouTube. Now if this video helped you out, remember to leave a like and subscribe. I'm Wolfie, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
We love. We.
Some people felt they underachieved last season. What do you think?
Well, they had some coaching issues, and by
Checked in for Milwaukee. Malcolm Brogdon comes in for Chris Middleton. Then for the Pacers, Young comes in for Sabonis. And it's Evans in for Bogdanovich. On the court for Indiana. Down low, it's Young and Turner. Oladipo teams with Evans on the perimeter. And it's Collison in at the point.
And where's the help? Obviously, a missed rotation. Something they're going to want to patch up.
Right, because otherwise you're going to give up those close-range opportunities all night. If you allow the opposition to get into a groove, look out.
Here's Mack. Got it. Good job in the low post. .158 left here in the opening quarter. Here's the screen. Turner with the screen. It's Solomon to Kumbo. Here's Mack. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Fantastic anticipation. Then he shows major explosiveness converting at the other end.
Kicks it out to Evans. We've got 1:18 left in the first quarter. Bucks leading by 9. Rocked in the pass to Antetokounmpo. And there's Bledsoe. Assist by Antetokounmpo. Bledsoe's got his first basket of the night.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And it's blocked by Mack. And down it goes. Dunk through off a wonderful assist.
And from the opening tip, they have been in complete control of this one.
Yeah, you know, it looks like they wanted it more. Outstanding hustle and determination throughout.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game.
Well, I mean, he needs to talk to his guys. The interior defense has been horrific.
Absolutely no rim protection whatsoever. At this point, the other team is walking all over them on the inside.
A different look for Milwaukee. Zeller is checked in for Lopez. Henson comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Eric Bledsoe. Then, for the Pacers, Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for Miles Turner. McDermott comes in for Victor Oladipo. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Darren Collison. To the inside.
And when you build a big lead like this, especially early, you have to guard against the letdown.
No, exactly right. You can't afford to get complacent, right? They have to stay hungry and humble if they want to keep this lead.
The offensive rebound. O'Quinn off with the layup. And it's the Bucks ball. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. The baseline J. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Joseph with the ball. Passes it to Evans. Shoots over Brogdon. Misses off the right iron. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. The Bucks on top, up by 15. And we got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Well, we've got a minute now. Let's hear what it was like for AI in his first NBA game.
I look back on it, and it was just a surreal experience, getting the call up, joining the team. Everything happened so fast, I didn't have time to, overthink it or overanalyze it. So it was a bit of a ride, but, I wouldn't have it any other way given the circumstances.
And that first game must have been a whirlwind for him.
Joining the team when he did with that much on the line, that's a lot of pressure to drop anyone into. AI showed, though, he could handle it and proved to be an asset.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as the second quarter gets underway. Guys, we've seen the Bucks really take control here early.
Through that first one, they've turned this thing into a track meet.
I'll tell you, they've simply been more assertive in the open floor. They're leaking out early, converting with confidence.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Zeller is out there with John Henson. Then there's Shabazz Muhammad. Then it's Matthew Dellavedova. And it's Mack in at the 3 spot. Bill, the way that super teams are being put together right now, good or bad for the league?
I'm confused. I have been watching this league since I was a kid. We've always had super teams. There's never been an era where we didn't. What do people think the Jordan era Bulls were? Or what do they think the Shaq, Kobe Lakers were? This is how the league is. I think what bothers people this time around specifically is that the Warriors won 73 games and they added Kevin Durant. Now, I get it. I get why it bothers people. On the other hand, your job as a franchise is to tilt the competitive advantage in any way you can toward your favor. They did a great job building their team. They did a great job building enough cap space for this year that everybody knew was coming. The summer of 2016, we knew the cap was going to jump. And they played it perfectly, and they got Kevin Durant out of it. He played it perfectly, too. He was on a team he wasn't going to win the title in OKC. He wasn't going to win the title playing with Westbrook. Not to sound like a Durant apologist, but he wants to win a title and beat LeBron James. If you're going to do that, you're going to try to get on the best possible team you can.
Evans kicks to McDermott. Bill, we've seen the NBA take steps to amend the draft lottery. Any further changes that you might recommend?
The biggest thing I would do is I just don't think you should be able to finish in the top 3 2 years in a row. I think there has to be some sort of schmuck insurance for the rest of the league. I'm fine rewarding the one bad season, but when you're just continuously bad, the year that Cleveland, when they won the lottery 3 out of 4 years, I just think that was a travesty.
Just didn't feel like it.
No, it's just wrong. There's 30 teams in the league, and you have a team that really blows the LeBron James era and just surrounds him with the wrong people, and he leaves, and then really can't stay out of its way for the next couple of years, and they just keep getting the number 1 pick. I don't agree with that. I think that's bad. I also thought it was bad that Philly was able to get number 3 and number 1 in back-to-back years, and it's bad that the Celtics were able to get the 3rd pick and then the 1st pick. So that would be the one thing I would do. I don't think it should. I don't think you should be able to successfully fail for multiple years.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. Bill Commissioner Adam Silver believes the 2K Esports League will have the staying power of the NBA, WNBA, the G League. Pretty powerful comment to make.
And I hope he's right, because I want to be the lead color guy. I want us to be the team. Why can't it be us, Kevin Harlan? Let's do that. Cut me the check. As Rasheed Wallace would say, CTC. Cut the check.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks with a sizable lead as the...
Thanks, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back to the second half of basketball right. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far. Some changes here for the Bucks. Mack comes in for Ilyasova. And Malcolm Brogdon subbed in for Chris Middleton. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Indiana. Evans comes in for Oladipo. O'Quinn, high post. Back to Sabonis. Bucket is good.
Boy, the big man, Kyle O'Quinn, showing pretty touch on the pass.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. And so in the game for the Pacers. Tyreke Evans out there with Collison. Then it's Sabonis. Then there's Bojan Bogdanovic. And it's O'Quinn. And at the center, locking down the middle. Lopez a screen. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Now let's take a look at how the shots have been divided up between 3-point shots and 2-point shots for Indiana.
They are shooting the lights out from beyond on really limited attempts. So you have to think they ought to feed those hot hands on the perimeter and see if they can keep this thing going.
Pacers trail by 15. Evans kicks to Bogdanovic. They get a hand on it, and so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here.
And looking now at some numbers for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Great showing for him last season. Averaged about 27 points a game last season. 10 rebounds and 5 assists. He has been at his most dynamic, no question about it, a real handful.
Let's make no mistake, one of the elite talents in the NBA and operating at the highest level right now.
Sabonis, the pass to Joseph. Sabonis sets the pick for Joseph. And Henson sends it back.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And Matt kicks to Henson. Bledsoe passes to Matt. It's over McDermott. And again, the Bucks miss.
Yeah, it's something we always talk about, though, shot selection.
Yeah, that's not a good example right there. You could have worked it around to get a better opportunity.
9 feet out. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Antetokounmpo's got 4 points in the quarter. Pacers trail by 17. In the corner, it's McDermott. And the 3 off target. Bucks have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Evans kicks to McDermott. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. To the paint. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for Milwaukee. On Monday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the New York Knicks. Then on Wednesday, they'll be facing Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers.
And for their matchup with the Magic, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Tyler Zeller's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Muhammad comes in for Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Eric Bledsoe. Evans against Muhammad. 6 to shoot. From the baseline. Hits the front of the rim and out.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Now here's Matt. Defense is right there. And there's the 3-second violation. Chris Middleton's checked in for Milwaukee. And the...
What's up?
That's good from Antetokounmpo.
You know, we always talk about what a rare talent Giannis is, and it's true. Unrivaled athleticism and versatility.
Antetokounmpo is out there with B. Then it's Brook Lopez. Then it's Matthew Dellavedova. And it's Bledsoe in at the 1 spot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Milwaukee's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Turner against Lopez. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Dellavedova dishes to Matt. Over Sabonis. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. 20 points for B.
Well, there you go. I mean, if they're going to keep giving up open jumpers, they're going to keep getting burned.
Oladipo right side. Turner trying to free himself up. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Bucks.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, but an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so with this, they'll end up with their 2nd win on the year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for B.
Boy, what a security blanket this guy has been on the offensive end. He made sure they didn't suffer any cold spells. And anytime the offense started to get stagnant, they could get him the basketball, and he'd get them in the right position.
They set the pick. And again, the Bucks miss. For Indiana, they've gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the 4th. Oladipo outside. Count it, number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
And finally finding a rhythm, but unfortunately a little too late.
Well, you wonder if they can use the momentum they've built here into the next game, because this one looks over.
Now Matt, picked by Zeller. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
Yeah, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Free throw, no good for Matt. 23 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Now here's Joseph. Defended by Dellavedova and finished off by McDermott.
I'll tell you, terrific read from Corey Joseph. He recognizes the overcommitment of the defense and takes advantage.
Now here is Dellavedova. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. They poured it out tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, a tremendous offensive night for you. How did you find that rhythm?
You know, I just just went out there trying to follow Coach's game plan. I mean, we all did really. You know, he knew exactly what we needed to do to win this game, and we all just stepped up and got it done. Simple as that, really.
Well, the execution was on point all night. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.